Sai Ram.
Akash, close.
Can you hear me alive? Okay, I'm not a regular speaker. This is the first time I'm doing something like this. So if I make mistakes, so excuse me. To start with, first of all, I'll start with thanking Anjali and Anjali because this is what they have done. They have brought all of us here together. They have been doing this wonderful seva. And all the sevadars who every week work endlessly to bring this thing together. So, big round of applause for them first. So, if I have to tell the story of grace, then first is what is grace? For some, it's belief. For some, it's superstition. For me, it's His blessing that we all are here. So, this journey of mine started long time ago when I was a kid. And been to Shirdi few times, saw His presence, felt His presence, and all that's been somehow so deeply rooted within me that I can't imagine my life without His blessings. Many things have happened in my life since I came to UK. If I start telling them, 10 minutes is not enough, it will be maybe all day long we'll be sitting here. So I'll start the last few years what I have gone through. This story has 6 main characters. Me, my wife, Kunal and Shweta. I believe you know them, they are here. Shweta, happy birthday to you first. It's her birthday today. Then it's our Masi, my wife's Vandana's real Masi. She's a believer, big believer of Baba. And then the final character of the story, Baba himself. In 2021, when we moved to Slough, for most of you guys come to this place for one reason, which is grammar schools. So we were in the same boat. Luckily our son got admission and we started looking for a home for ourselves. Our mortgage broker, he sorted our mortgage out and everything was going fine. Just a few days before the completion, the mortgage offer was withdrawn by the lenders. Now, I would have lost a lot of money, but with His grace, called a few friends, and surprisingly, everybody agreed to help me out, and we bought the house without even a single penny from the mortgage lenders. That was the starting point. Then comes another thing that generally people struggle with planning permissions and everything. To our surprise, we got a planning permission what we wanted to do with this house even before we completed. So we had our planning permission in hand before we got the keys. Then comes the fact that since whatever money we saved to do the renovation and all was used to pay back to the people who lent us the money. And trust me, it was a big amount and I don't know how it happened, but with Baba's grace, within 6-7 months, every penny was paid back. Now the story comes that we wanted to save money again to start the construction, but it kept going in more and more because plans keep changing. But one thing was very clear from the very first thing that we wanted a room for Baba in our house. The whole layout was designed in such a way that there is one central room which connects all the rooms and Baba's room is there. It started with in 2023 when we thought that okay, the time is right for us to take up the construction. We asked Vandana to find a sketch for us for Baba, which we wanted to be blessed from Shirdi and brought here. And she did all the hard work, running around, going to Jaipur, finding right people who makes Baba's murti. And then a friend of mine helped me to ship it and bring it to UK. When the murti was packed, it was packed with, the story starts with Baba getting injured first. Okay, this murti, what we said did, was packed in a carton box, filled, covered with plastic first, then sprayed with expanding foam. Baba's statue was placed so it takes shape of Baba, and then again cover of plastic and expanding foam, totally sealed, packed in a wooden box, shipped to UK. Murti came to us in month of November, December, if I remember it correctly. And since the we left the package as was in the room where we were supposed to place Baba. Uh, in January 2025, we decided that our 10th ceremony was coming to an end, so we decided we'll move back to our home, which was not ready yet. So we got 2 rooms ready, and we started shifting. My wife opened the package because when we are moving, why not Baba should move in with us? So she opened the box. To our horror, we found the whole murti immersed in blue ink. It's a marble statue. Marble is very porous. It absorbs any liquid, and half of the Baba's murti was covered with blue ink. We don't know where it came from, how it got in there, despite everything being perfectly packed and everything. So we were worried. We called our Masi. She called the makers. They were surprised as well because they had a video while packing. They filmed it. It was done to perfection. Nobody knew where it came from. So the dilemma was what to do with the statue, what to do with the murti. I was not very comfortable letting it go. So we spoke to Masi again. She said, "You don't know what it is. What is it? You know, we will come to know in future why this has happened." I met the accident 3 days later. Marble slabs fell on my leg, crushed it into pieces, and this is where she had agreed that I was supposed to go through a lot, but he has taken all that burden. Sorry. So he has taken all that burden on himself. But that's only not end there. Now, I was in hospital. I had this thing that, trust me, when I was taken to hospital at St. Mary's, I had this voice from within. Don't worry, everything will be fine. And that's my Baba's voice. Sorry, just got getting a bit emotional. So that voice came, I heard that, everything will be fine. I gained consciousness for a few minutes before being taken into the surgery. I told this to my wife that, don't worry, everything will be taken care of. He's there with us. All we need to do is to surrender ourselves to him. So I went through 9 surgeries. There was a good chance that, the leg could be saved because the reconstruction was going on. But somewhere down the line, we had this thing that, it's not looking good. There are 24 muscles which run from knee to ankle, and out of those, 20 were dead. So even if we've gone through the grind of 2.5 years for a reconstruction, it won't have done any good. The leg would have been almost useless. So the dilemma was whether to go for amputation or fight it out. We had this 2.5 hours discussion with a team of doctors, and it was not easy decision. But that night something happened. When I was in hospital, there are these air beds which move so that you don't develop these bed sores. All of a sudden, I had this metal cage around my leg, which was used to protect the leg falling apart. And all of a sudden, air mattress deflated, and it felt like a ton of bricks falling on my leg. Trust me, when those slabs fell, I didn't feel any pain. Wait for 30 seconds and it went down. I felt that pain again when that bed deflated, and I heard Baba's voice. Why you are doing this? When I told you everything will. When I've told you everything will be fine, then why you are worried? That was the moment I surrendered. I went through another surgery next morning, and I knew what would be the outcome of that surgery. The moment I regained consciousness, I told doctors, before even they told me anything, I said I'm ready for the amputation. Because I knew he's there, he's taking care of everything else. Now the grace starts what to do with the statue. So the Masi had a dream. She said, I had this dream. Baba said he has taken care of everything. But he's in pain. He needs to be treated. He needs to be covered. Masi called me, so I said, Masi, I'm at hospital. I don't know what to do. So all of a sudden, I thought about Shraddha because she's one soul she's if she comes and stands here, she can go and tell you about her stories maybe for a year, and the stories won't end. The experiences she gets with from Baba. So I called Shweta, that Shweta Masi called me, and we need to do something. And Shweta and Kunal then started coming to heal Baba. They did so many things to treat that movie, and every week they come, they clean, they change clothing, they offer food and water to Baba. They wrap them around with clean film after applying all the solutions and things. And this thing, then Masi had another dream that once as Akash will recover, so will I. And trust me, it took me 6 months to stand back on my feet, and within the 6 months, this movie, which was so fully in blue ink, half of the side which I was injured, same side, that all entire ink disappeared. He came back to his original form, pure white, smiling again. We could see when he was treated, we could see that smile was missing. And now, we come back at my house, you see him, it's all there. But the journey is not only for me, it's a journey for my wife, Kunal and Shweta. They have seen this, and it's end of the day, it all comes down to belief. For some people say it may be superstition, some will think that we are crazy, but I've seen it. Every time we are out with options and hope, he somehow springs a surprise and everything falls into place. Because too much Shraddha and Saburi. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Akash. It was really brave of you to share the whole story. And I'm sure all of us have many short stories to share with Baba. We all must have faced many hurdles. But I think the moral of the story is that we get loose or we get impatient by many small things that are happening in our life. When we hear today Akash's story, I think the loss or the thing that, and he has taken that courage to stand back and to understand that what he has reflected on it, and he has got that resilience to understand that why and what has happened and why Baba, this all happened with Baba and with him. And he has got that courage and patience and motivation to come here and share this story, which is really brilliant. Thank you so much, Akash. Thank you so much. I would like to request Mr. Dhillon, Council Dhillon now, if he can give a token of certificate to Akash and appreciation from Sai Seva UK, a blessing for our Sai Baba. Thank you so much.
Sai